This minimum wage increase is not a surprise to California business owners. The state has been increasing the minimum wage annually for nearly the last 10 years. But as we creep up on that $17 mark, I talked to the Fresno County Farm Bureau to find out how that increase is impacting the ag industry.
Many California workers are about to get a raise. Starting January 1st, the state's minimum wage will increase to $16.90 an hour, up 40 cents from January of 2025. This all stems from a law signed by Governor Jerry Brown back in 2016. The law requires California to increase its minimum wage by about 3% every year to keep up with inflation.
It's tied to CPI, and it does have a maximum increase on any given year. But the reality is that pretty much every January 1st now going forward, we're going to see minimum wage increases.
That state minimum wage doesn't apply to everyone, though. Some employees have their own special minimum wage. Healthcare workers, for example, have to make at least $18 to $24 an hour. Fast food workers have to make at least $20 an hour. And salary employees must make at least double the state's minimum wage, which means they'll make more than $70,000 in 2026.
As we all know, the last several years we've seen significant CPI increases. It's cooled down here more recently. It's the cost of living adjustments that we just see across the board right now.
I asked Ryan Jacobson with the Fresno County Farm Bureau if the wage increase for farm workers could mean higher prices at the grocery store.
We in California agriculture are price takers, not price makers.
He says the farmers don't set the prices for their food. The grocery stores tell the farmers how much they're willing to pay for the food. And Jacobson says that's not changing just because the minimum wage went up. So he says the cost difference will come out of the farmer's pocket.
Now, some quick math for you. $16.90 an hour spread out over the course of 40-hour work weeks means the minimum wage employees will now make just over $35,000 a year. That's about $13,000 less than what experts would consider a livable wage in Fresno County. In studio, I'm Brianna Bias, KC24, local news that matters.